am ready to show you fall and every other day, but I'm here doing my famous turtle candy. And what I've done, it's only really 4 ingredients. One is the pecans, the caramel, craft caramel, the chocolate that we have, the bark that you can buy from the store. And of course, we have our awesome micro pitcher. And inside, I thought I had some full barks, but it's like a bark and a half. Oh, it is 2. There are 2 in there. And it asks for you to do a tablespoon of vegetable oil to make sure that it is liquidy enough. So we're going to put all of those together, and it's very simple. It's very easy. I'm a simple girl. And so we're going to start off by melting or kind of just softening our craft caramel. So if you're not familiar with craft caramel, then it's those, and I just took the paper off of them. And we're going to put, first of all, I'm saying the caramel. We're going to put the chocolate, first of all, 1 minute into the microwave. And for me, it depends on your microwave. I have the 1000 watt. And so I can put it in there for that 1 minute, and I'm going to use my lovely small spatula that Judy blessed me with a while back, and to stir it up to make sure that it's liquefied. And then we're going to add with our measuring spoon. And I may not need a tablespoon of it. I think if I had 3, then I would use a tablespoon, but I'm going to do about half of that tablespoon to put it in there and to make sure that it's liquefied. I've already arranged the pecans around in like a cluster, and they tell you to put, I have about 5. I do them corner to corner to corner, and then I put 1 pecan in the middle. And then when I get the caramel and have it soften 10 seconds, only 10 seconds, and then I put oil on my fingers because it helps it to be more pliable and it won't stick to my hands. Then I put that on top of the pecan and the pecans. And pecan, do you say pecan or pecan? I say pecan. You say pecan, I say pecan, but I say pecan. So, like Judy always shares, and those others who have used the chocolate, it looks like it's not melted, but it's melted. So, and I see it still needs a little bit more. So I'm going to put it in there for about, I'd say 20 more seconds. And then I'm going to put some oil in here, and we're going to, it's going to be able to pour that over the, put it in there about 10 more seconds because it was a little bit softened. And then we're going to get the caramel and warm that up 10 seconds. And I try to already have some of the pecans together so you wouldn't have to see me doing all of that. Okay. And, save a little bit of time so that our other presenters can have time to share with those. So it's melted really good. And then we're going to use not a whole tablespoon, but about a half a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Okay. And that's going to help it to be more liquidy or liquefied, if you want to call it that. And the great thing is that you do not have to melt this. I mean, you don't have to cook it other than just warming up or melting the chocolate. Now, the chocolate is not the consistency I would like, so I'm going to put it in there for about 10 more seconds. And with this, I'm going to put in about my caramel because we might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, put that in there, and I guess because I added something else to it, I'll do it for 15 seconds. And then we're going to bring that back out, and those should be softened enough where you'll see me just press those onto the pecans, and then we can be able to pour on the chocolate and then just put it in the refrigerator. Okay, now I'm going to put 1 more cluster of, I think I have enough chocolate so that you can be able to see me do about 6. And the great thing is I'm using the silicone mat, with the rim. I mean that well, I'll say the silicone mat that you have that you can put whether in your oven or you can put it in your microwave, and it works perfectly because it's not going to stick. It helps prevent all of the sticking to it. So that looks just right. Now the caramel needs about, it does need 10 more seconds. And what I always like to do is, and remember 10 seconds, you don't want to melt it, you just want to soften it. We're going to go on and put kind of the top on the chocolate to help it keep that warmth in there, to keep it liquefied. And I'm just putting together the other 5 pecans. And I always do, like I said, 4 tip to tip to tip and 1 in the middle. And hopefully you saw that when I had it lifted up on the screen. Okay, now I think these are soft enough. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of oil on my fingers so that it will help me to be able to, it won't stick. Okay, and you don't need that much at all, just enough to, and I put it on all my fingers. Okay, now this one is really good and soft. And what the caramel does is you want to make sure it's touching every pecan, because it's going to almost like glue the pecans together, allow them to stick together. So this one is about the consistency I would like in regards to the caramel. And then I kind of form it to allow it to fit on top. Okay. And I guess they call them turtles because they're round. I don't know. So make it where it looks like a turtle. Okay, so we're going to get the caramel, some depending on your microwave. If it's a hot spot, I don't know if that's why some of them are more hotter than the other, or warmer, or softer, or whichever the word you would like to use. And to me, this is so simple. And if you would go to the store and you were to purchase your turtles, now, I don't know how much they are now with inflation, but at one time they were $7. I'm sure they're much more than that now. And you would get only a few of these turtle candies, and they are so good. So I'm going to make sure that they're pressed on, because sometimes I would put them on there and it's not all the way touching every pecan. And then you'll find that the chocolate will come off, okay? So we're going to put that over there to the side, and we're going to go on and get our chocolate. And the great thing about the pitcher is you're going to be able to pour it in there with ease and not have problems. And notice that the set, now I have the ultra clear oval set, canister sets here, and I have them in red, but they are displayed in black in our catalogs. This is when they first came out, and I love them because you can definitely see what all is there. Now, when I pour it, I don't pour it completely over it. I pour it, and then I'm going to use my spatula to make sure I'll spread it the rest of the way. Save your chocolate a little bit. You want to make sure that everyone has a chocolate on it, else it's not a turtle, right? Okay. And it's kind of getting towards the end, but depending on how many turtles you like to make, then that's how much chocolate you would like to add to it, those barks in the almond bark. Now notice I'm just spreading it around. Make sure that every part is covered. And you want to make sure the pecans, there's no exposed pecans. Now if it is, it's okay, it'll still work. But I want chocolate, caramel, and pecans over everything. Okay, so and the great thing with this spatula, you can get everything out of it. It's not going to leave anything in. Okay, and like I said, and then you want to do it in a good amount of time, because you don't want the chocolate to get too, if you put it on there and it's getting hardened, you want to have it exactly like you would like to have it. Okay, all right, well, guess what? It's just that simple. And it's already over. We're going to just put it in the refrigerator. If you're one that you're not patient and you want it to go faster, put it in the freezer. Okay. And I'll bring it over to you so you can see it, and I will take a picture. And I love, like I said, I love our oval canisters that are ultra clear, and they're awesome. And of course, we have our Tupperware microfiber towels. And I'm going to bring it over to you. I did see a little bit where one of my pecans are exposed. And it's like, no, let's get every bit. Okay. And excuse my back. being in drama at one time, you're not supposed to let them see your back. But here we go, for the sake of time. And there we go with our.
Those look great, Vonnie. That Charles is one lucky man.
So he need all the good food you all cook.
That's awesome, Vonnie. Great job. I remembered as soon as you said you were going to make these, I was like, oh, I remember the first time I watched you make turtles. They're just wonderful. What a great idea. So, ladies, this is a fabulous idea to put in the canisters that you saw last night, right? When I talked about filling them with food and showing your customers to make something so easy, this would be a great recipe. So thank you